my big head in it.
All right, bowlers and parents from Shake, Rattle, and Bowl, welcome to the title matches of today's Junior Bowlers Tour Tournament. We got both divisions at once today, so we're going to flip-flop back and forth, which is appropriate because this is a flip cam. Zach Martinez was not able to win a scratch division title until yesterday when he won his first. Now he's trying to win back-to-back. He's going to have his hands full with Aaron Foshie. Over in the handicap division, that is Jared Boscarino reaching his first title match in over a year. And here's a stat for you. He's a 99 average and he's giving 35 pins. We'll tell you why in just a second after the end of this shot. We'll catch back here to Zach here as he's got the 10 pin. This is Zach's first frame. Aaron already marked in his first frame with the spare. And a spare for Aaron, and it's going to be an open for Jared. We had two very high averages versus two very low averages in the handicap division semifinals, and the low averages both prevailed, but both barely. And here we have our very first look at Mr. Stacy Lamb. This is a 6-year-old Jacob DiGiacomo. 7, oh I'm sorry, old man Jacob DiGiacomo, still looking to knock a pin over here in this title match. And 0 for 3 as he started out with a double gutter in the first frame. Fear not though, a young man with a 60 some odd average getting 125 pins. So even though he hasn't knocked over a pin yet, he's got 125 in the second. That's always nice. Again, 35 is the difference. He's got to win by that amount in order to win. One of the Apache crew. Any age and any average, we talk about it all the time in JBT, and it really is sort of a state of equality here. As that's a much better shot. See how many we get out of it. A little 8 for him. Very nice. Well done. Thank you, everybody. Some pretty good limbo artists here coming by me. Not bad. Here's Aaron Foshie. Had a dominant day all day long, playing the far outside line. We used the Kegel middle road pattern. It's a good lesson for bowlers. We've seen this pattern a few times. I think we've used it 3 or 4 times in the last couple months. Pattern is not the only thing that dictates how the lanes play. It's the surface, it's the humidity, it's the altitude, it's the type of oil they use in the machine. So we catch a piece of Jacob's shot here. Not bad. All those factors go into play. The last few times we used the middle road, the outside was not the look. Here it was definitely the look. It sort of was cheetah-ish, is that the farther right you went and the straighter you went through the heads, the better off you were, but that's an unfortunate chop there for Aaron. 26 through 2 puts him in a little bit of an early hole. Jacob using a really light bowling ball, so even when he hits the head pin, it's just sort of kind of a crapshoot what he gets out of it. That one's going to go right down the middle. Jacob got by Cortez Schenk in one handicap division semifinal, and Boscarino got by Marina Stever in a really exciting semifinal. Marina could have doubled to win. Flushed the first one, got a 4 pin on the second shot, but a good performance from the consistent Mrs. Stever. DiGiacomo, gotcha. Much better shot there from Foshie. He gets 10 in the pit. See Jared with his trademark gesticulations at the foul line. Look that word up, kids. DiGiacomo, the stat department tells me. Too many vowels. Martinez again, yesterday's winner, totally different pattern. Watch these videos back and see where Zach was playing yesterday on the broken down house condition versus where he's playing now on this Kegel condition. Totally different. 20 boards to the right at the break point where he was yesterday. That's why these guys are good. They're talented. They match their game to the pattern, not the other way around. That's how you be successful. Early double gives him an early 23 pin lead as well. So we flip back and forth here. See Zach way further to the right with his feet. Good compact approach. Just enough power on the ball there. Now, nice shot. Almost left the pocket 710. We know Zach and his almost pocket 710s. Pocket 710 almost cost him the title in the 10th frame yesterday. Yesterday he got a strike out of it. Today only the 7 pin. He'll take it. He'll spare it up to maintain that lead if possible. Meanwhile, Boscarino with a good shot there. When you're the lower averages, like both the handicap bowlers are, the idea is hit that head pin and hope good things happen. Spare up what you can, and that's going to be a spare. Nice job, Jared. Jared has bowled in a JBT title match in the past, but he doesn't have a win yet, so someone's going to win their first career title. DiGiacomo would not be the youngest JBT champ. That honor goes to the wife, Stacy. A couple other 6-year-olds have won JBT events in our 15-season history, so he's an old man at 7 for us. Idea is to hit the head pin. That's going right for it. Right for it. He'll take 8 out of that. Well, I don't know if he will. He looks frustrated. You just never know when that ball hits the head pin. Bowling pins are roughly 3 pounds 10 ounces. That ball is no more than 6. So as soon as it hits the second pin, it's hit more weight than the ball itself. So funny things happen. Half 10 there from Foshie Daddy. Aaron, the Chris Berman of our tour, he likes to give the whole tour nicknames. He has shown me some pretty creative ones so far. Get a little run at the old 6-8 here. We've got a hit in the left goalpost. He's got 23 through 4 rather. Aaron, an excellent spare shooter, switches to the plastic ball, takes the lane out of play, goes hard and straight at it. Just like that. That's how you do it, folks. Thanks to everybody at Shake, Rattle, and Bowl for hosting us. We've been here every year Cliff Castle has existed over Labor Day weekend. We love it. We are already booked for September 3rd and 4th, 2011. So we'll see you then. Another good shot from Jacob. Oh man, he's getting no love on these head pin shots. I mean, he's following the blueprint exactly, hit that head pin and pray, but needs a little more prayer, I guess, so that's another ugly combination there. Big shot for Aaron here, trailing early in the match. He has had a great look since game 3 of this tournament. Wow. There you go. Looking pretty comfortable on the left-hand lane. Looks like he's going to have to figure out the right-hand lane to stay in this match. At the big cluster split. That's 1 out of it. We'll take it. The expressive DiGiacomo. He's had a fun weekend with us, bowling in his first ever weekend. Bonded with a lot of our bowlers. Always nice to see our older bowlers kind of be the surrogate brothers and sisters for our younger kids. It's a warm fuzzy, Librel, it really is. And Jared doing the same thing, just kind of hunting at that head pin. So far so good for him, as he's got 2 marks out of the first 3 frames. Could make it 3 out of 5 if he can convert this somewhat simple 4-7. Using the hook ball at the 3-6. That's not what I'd do, Librel Leach, but I'm sitting here babbling into this little box instead of bowling. So, you know, he knows what he's doing, and he's got the spare. And so does Jared. It's a nice spare. Jared always gives himself a round of applause after each successful attempt. I like that, too. Librel, nobody asked you, you bitter, bitter man. Zach leads in this match by 21, spare working 6th frame. Wow, that was high all the way. Lucky to only get the 7 count out of it. Alright, more head pin for Boscarino and little 2-8 doublewood. Tricky spare for him here. Tough when you don't have a hook ball to carry out that back pin. He's got to be right dead square on that 2 to get the 8 to fall out as well. He's made up 37 of the pins, so he's already made up the handicap difference here. So big advantage Jared the rest of the way, but that one's in the moat. Martinez picks up his spare, by the way, too. You just never know in these low handicap matches. They could literally start guttering and never stop guttering, or they could catch a double. So matches can flip literally within the span of 1 frame. 7-year-old powerhouse. Takes the full approach, comes to a grinding halt, and does a 1-step at the foul line. Let's see if it works. Yet another head pin. Oh boy, and no more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's back-to-back 4, 6, 8, 10s hitting the head pin. That doesn't happen every day. All right, is that right? Yeah, just there's Foshie off to the right. He's got to find this lane. Better shot in this lane, but you can see the frustration there as he wanted that one to strike. Leaves only the 4 pin. Well, he should have some experience. He just shot at this last frame. And he's going to go for the other 2 this time, or we might get a field goal. All right, give him the 8. I can't tell if that's happy or frustrated.
Annoyed.
Annoyed, says Mom. Should be a relatively simple 4-pin for Aaron. Librel was worried. He was the only one in the building who was. We'll be back with a conclusion of this match in part 2. Make sure you're screening Bowl JBT for all the videos.